Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF. Look at Crash, he's like, who the fuck's saying that? What's going on? What's going on everybody? Your host AMF 1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Crash Bandicoot 2. He's like, I can hear it! I know his voice is here somewhere! But where? It's nothing but rocks in here. It's fucking scaring me. Stone tape theory, damn it. But yeah, today we are going to go head over to Diggin' It, you know? I mean, it just... anytime I see Diggin' with the apostrophe on it, I don't know why. It reminds me of the song No Diggity from Blackstreet. I like the way you work it, no diggity. So yeah, that song's fucking awesome. That's like that was like one of my favorite songs growing up, just because it's totally cool. And it was one of the first songs that I ever like was able to memorize all the words to, and I felt really cool about that. So whatever, it's not even important. So right before I started filming this episode, I kind of had like this weird mental epiphany. And some of you guys might agree with me, and some of you may not, but you'll have to at least consider the facts here. So when I was at the loading screen, it tells you how many lives you have, and I'm sitting here thinking, we've got 52 lives, and like we've died quite a few times in this game, like a pretty fair amount. What the fuck is this? What the hell is that? What kind of weird nightmare fuel tiki mask is that thing? I don't like that at all. That is not something that I'm trying to see in my dreams and or nightmares. Preferably neither one of either of those things. God, that's creepy. Even like the happier smiley face one is terrifying. Hey, I'm going to eat your dreams and ruin your life forever. But yeah, so I was sitting here thinking, like, we've died a lot in this series, and yet here we are sitting with 52 lives. So, like, we would have to, like, even if we were to die, say, like, 10 times per video for pretty much the rest of this LP, I don't think that we would ever get a game over out of it, just because of the sheer ease that it is to gain lives in this game. Whether it be, you know, getting enough apples like that, or, you know, the other way of just finding one-ups that are hanging around in, like, bonus levels or in little secret nooks or what have you, but yeah, and so, like, I wouldn't go as far to say as this is, like, one of the easiest games of all time, because it's not, because, like, the levels are still pretty challenging, but they made this game, there's, like, not very much of, like, a difficulty curve where, you know, where a game kind of gives you that ultimatum of, hey, if you haven't started, you know, picking up your skill level, you know, with some pretty serious, you know, if you haven't really started picking up your skill significantly over the course of this, then you're really going to be aching for having to start the whole game over, or from, like, your last save point or whatever. So that's what I was thinking, and, like, I'm sitting here trying to compare it to other games that I know, and the only ones that came to mind, at least, like, immediately, as far as ones that are also similar to that, believe it or not, were all Super Mario games. Like, one of them was... oh, there's something up here. Hey! See what I'm saying? Look, there's 3 of them right there. What the hell? And there's another one right there. God! I mean, if that's not the most validating point to my statement that I just made. When we came in here, we got 5 lives just sitting on deck right here. That's insane. I mean, I'm digging it, though. So wait a minute, is there not, like, a box to detonate all those? Is it just going to... oh, there's no way we're going to get up there now. I don't think there is. I think when you hit those green nitro boxes, it'll probably still detonate those anyways. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But the other games that immediately came to mind was Super Mario World, which, like, that's a game that, like, it doesn't matter how shitty of a run I'm having at any given time. What the hell? Interesting. Do I really want to go that way, though? I don't think I'm going to do it. I might do it at a different time, but I'm not going to do it right now. Oh no, not the bees! Oh god, the bees. I remember those things. Oh no. Oh, I hate them so much. They just follow you around like crazy, and they won't leave you alone until your ass is just gray. Yeah, until your face looks like that weird face plastered on that little stone thing, where you're like, ugh, ugh, my ass, it's inflamed and filled with venom. But yeah, dude, so, like, Super Mario World, it doesn't matter. Like, I could be playing that game almost, like, half asleep while I'm drunk. Wah! Oh, cool. Okay. I didn't know we could kill him like that. That was, like, totally reactionary. Ah! No, 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 no. We're not doing that here. Not a chance. That's right! I remember this now! Yeah! This is cool! Yeah, we can kill those guys now. I remember this. It's all coming back to me now. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, so Super Mario World was one that like I could pick that up at any given time. Like I could not play that game for like 25 years, come back and play it, and I'd still probably find a way to have myself somewhere in the ballpark of like 65 or 70 lives without really trying too hard. And then I'm sitting here thinking about it, and another one was Super Mario 3. Like, if you're even like marginally good at that game, you could find a way to have a big old stockpile of lives. But I think probably the biggest culprit, the biggest other culprit besides that, the other real big one besides that. Oh god. Oh yep, that's. Ooh, hold on a minute. I think I can land on that. I think we can do it. Oh boy. And here. Oh, it's so close. This is the one thing that I love about this game is that you get some opportunities to really experiment with stuff because of how many lives you've got. So I mean, it definitely provides a little bit more of a casual thing. Damn it. Okay, we're not gonna get it. Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yeah, the other big one that's like that is Super Mario Brothers 6 golden coins for the regular Game Boy. And that was the other one. That's one that again, even if you're not very good at video games, that is one that you will. There's almost no way that you could get a game over in there. It is almost like laughably easy to gain lives in there. And so I don't know if there's any other games that you guys can think of off the top of your head that are just like abnormally easy like that. Oh damn it, we're off by 6. That means that they're in that area somewhere. If you guys can think of one. Or 2 or 3 or 4 games that are also just insanely easy like that to not get game overs in, then do tell. I'm kind of intrigued. But yeah, this is one that it always pops in my head because even like Crash 3 was pretty much the same way. Like we had like 70 lives in that one when I did that one last year.
Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something is not right with his statements. Beware of the trick.
I love that she's just sitting here trying to warn me, and we're just like, shut up, Coco. I don't care, you know? I'm doing what I want to do. For the first time in my life, I am not listening to what you have to say. I get to do what I want to do. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, tight. We get to ride the little bear guy again. I already know that's going to happen at some point. I can just feel it deep in my bones, into my calcium deposits. Well, that's kind of cool. I kind of like this. I don't know why. It's just like a really weird like architectural thing that I just really like looking at for some reason. I don't really know who would have had the time to construct that kind of thing, but hey, you know what? It's totally fine. So, dude, today has been just a nightmare of a day. Like, not in the sense that like just my day, like it was a nightmare for a different reason. Not because I had like a bunch of asshole people that just made me mad, because I didn't really have any of those. But it was just one of those days where like you're just exhausted, and like there's things that happen that just like you have lesser patience for, just because of the fact that you don't have the energy to deal with it. And that's totally how my day's been today. Like I got minimal amounts of sleep last night. Like it wasn't like a sleep paralysis thing like I had yesterday that I was telling you guys about. But this was it was a little bit of a different thing. Yeah, forget all the apples. We got plenty. Yep. So yeah, it wasn't really like one of those types of things. But the way that I slept, I couldn't get comfortable at all, and like I woke up, I just kept waking up. Like it was one of those nights where like you wake up like every half an hour, and it doesn't even matter like for it wasn't even for like any reason. Like it wasn't because I had to go to the bathroom. It wasn't because I was too cold or too hot or whatever, or that like my pillow was too warm or whatever. It was just like I just wake up just for no reason at all, and it just really pissed me off because like I was like I really need to get some sleep. Because I've not really had any quality nights of sleep in like a little while now, and so I was like really like desperate for just a good one somewhere, and I just couldn't, like my life just wouldn't let me have it. And so I go to work today, and I'm just dragging, like, really bad. And so I was just, like, at a lower threshold of tolerance for people in their crap day. And so, like, one of the first things that I had to do when I got to work... Oh, boy. Wait a minute. How the hell am I going to deal with this? Oh, here we go. Hey! There we go. So, wait a minute. Did that do something back here, or... I'm going to go back here. I'll bet you that it probably triggered something back here. Oh, that's not good. I mean, if it did, if it was all the way back here, then I'm gonna be a happy man for realizing that they're trying to do something. And I was wrong. I just hope that that drop bridge is still there. It is. It apparently reconstructs itself. I didn't realize that there was like some weird like bridge building yeti that lives in here. They ruined my bridge! I must rebuild it. I can make it better than it was. So yeah, so like it was one of those things where I had to oh, it was just for this. I had to call in an order. And I already talked with you guys once about this specific company that I do this with, where like the people are just, they're insufferable sometimes, you know? Like it doesn't matter. You know what? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna take the death route. We didn't do it in the last thing, but we'll do it here. I'm feeling frisky, and I probably shouldn't have done that already. I mean, whenever you start that thing off by being on ice, and the first thing you see is a nitro box, that is never a good sign. Oh man. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, calm down, Crash. Good lord, man, you are really giving me stress. So it was the company that I call in where the people are just like super monotone and they just like make you yawn and all this stuff. And so I call these people today to send in an order, and it was a big ass order too. Like that's the part that made it worse. Oh boy, come on, up you go. There we go. We only shedded part of his wooden skin, and now we got it back. Nice. Awesome. I don't really know what to do about that, but you know what? We don't really have time to deal with that right now. It's not really my concern at this point. Is there a special box to activate it, or... Whoa! Oh, come on! We were outside of it. You are lying to yourself. Oh, no! Oh, boy. That is a toughie. That is a weird spot right there. So... yeah, the lady that I talked to, she was just one of those types. She was really hard to talk to. She repeated everything so freaking slow, and like she'd always have to stop me in the middle of it. Well, let me just give me a second, and I'll put in your discount to go along with it, and you just be patient, and we'll get right back to it. And then she'd stop me like, let me save the progress on this ordering thing, just so you know we don't have to go back and have you put it all in again. Like I understand what she was doing, but like you want to get one of those people that's inputting your order. Like have the person that's got a little bit of urgency to them, you know. Have that person that you know that doesn't want to be there any longer than you want to be there. Whoa! Oh God, no! Ah! Gosh. Man, they weren't kidding when they said this was a little death zone. It's freaking crazy in here. Okay, here we go. So, but yeah, dude, she was so painfully slow, and I had a big ass order too, so I had to deal with this. I had to deal with this lady for 41 minutes today. Like that's what I had to put up with. There was no off on her switch, and it was driving me nuts, and so was that. I'm just gonna skip that part. You know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna put up with it right now. And so for the first time in my entire career working for this company, I actually almost fell asleep like while doing a phone order. Like if my dad would have come in and just like seen me on the phone just totally sawing logs in there, he would have been so pissed. But like she was so damn slow, and so I'm just sitting here like I'm doing the thing where like your eyelids feel like somebody went and strapped like a boat anchor to them, and so oh damn it, and so you're just like doing like that one eye open type of thing, and I'm holding my paper here like trying to like stay engaged in this, and I even, like, had to stand up once to try to, like, get the blood flowing to keep myself from just, like, totally checking out of the I actually give a shit about today hotel. And, dude, it was not good. It was really bad. But I ended up staying awake, though. But I would say, out of all the things that were going on during that order, the only thing that kept me awake during this process was just, like, the sheer excitement of listening to how often this lady would constantly mispronunciate, like, product names. It was really funny, because, and, like, it would have been funnier, like, it wouldn't have been as funny if, like, I knew that she was, like, a new person working there. Like, this lady's taken my orders off and on for years, and so, like, she knows her products, but the funny thing is, like, she mispronunciated probably, I'm gonna say, like, oh boy, probably, like, 10 or 12 things. And it was funny, because, like, a couple of them I kind of understood, because they're kind of tricky things to say. But a couple of them were, like, super easy, and she just butchered the living hell out of them. Like, it wasn't even close. Damn it. Like, why? Okay, why would that kill me? Why exactly would that kill me? Like, his spikes go up, but I slid into his nose. It's not like he turned his nose into, like, a razor or something. Like, that's not really something that actually happened. So what the hell was that all about? Whatever. There we go. So, yeah, dude, like, she would mispronounce, like, even something as easy as chromium, like, that's one that, if you look at it, it's one that, it definitely does not look hard at all to pronounce, but she just keep getting one wrong, like, every couple of minutes, and every time I'd hear it, I'd kind of, like, wake up for a second, I'd be like, yeah. Like, I wouldn't actually, like, do it so she could hear it, be like, ah, you're an idiot, It wasn't really like that. Ooh, there's an extra life back there. I don't really care. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. This is kind of cool. For some reason, I don't remember, whoa, boy. I don't remember this part, but I kind of like that little 3D thing there, where they're kind of just, like, adding the dimension of depth, where you're not always at one uniform, like, distance away from, you know, the screen. You're actually, like, moving further back or further forward for things. It's kind of cool. But yeah, dude, like, that was the only thing that kept me going, because I'd always get, like, a nice little hearty chuckle out of it. For some reason, like, I always felt like it's one thing when you get customers that don't know how to pronounce certain things. Like, that's, like, I totally get that, because, like, customers aren't supposed to know how to pronounce all the things that they're buying, because it's like things in the health industry get kind of weird like that sometimes. But it's a totally different story when you get somebody that's working for the manufacturer of one of these companies, where they're dealing with these crazy products, and, like, I always felt like that was weird to, like, if you're working for one of these companies, and you've been doing it for a long time, how are you still not able to pronounce some of those things, you know? Like, that's not really something that you would want from, like, a healthcare professional. I mean, not saying that she's, like, a doctor or anything, but she's somebody that's been around that stuff long enough that you would think that she would know how to deal with that stuff by now. Like, I mean, I've been doing this stuff for, like, you know, 10 or 12 years, and, like, for me, I don't think that there's, unless it's, like, crazy, weird, like, Chinese herbs or something, like, I've got a pretty good grasp on how to pronounce just about all these things now. But, yeah, God, there's 155 boxes in there. Good God. But, yeah, I don't know, I always thought that was funny. It's just, it's different. It's like something that only somebody that works in that industry would really probably laugh about. Otherwise, they'd just be like, well, whatever, it's no big deal. So yeah, dude, that's my little thing there. I thought we'd have enough time to get to Ruination in this episode, but because I got kind of tied up in going into that little demon section there, I ended up not getting it done. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh God, I'm so full. This is the downside of taking lunch breaks at 5 o'clock, everybody. It makes you feel like shit for a while, especially when it was a burrito. And they put a lot of pork in there. Oh God. It's really kicking me in the cock right now, and that's not good news. See, look at it. Like, we died all the times that we died in this episode, and we still gained 7 more lives. It's insane. Like, we died, what, probably 10 times in this, and we still gained 7 more. That is just unbelievable that happens like that. So, when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2, we are going to go to Ruination, which there's an IPA beer called Ruination. It's really good. I don't remember who makes it though. And then we'll go to behaving. Yes, yes. And then we'll have a boss fight if we can do it quickly enough. Because I got a feeling, since there's 2 gem slots in here, there's probably going to be those weird skull and crossbones platforms in both of them. And I'm probably going to be enticed into at least one of them. So we'll see what happens. But until then, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.